Yo, what's up, guys? So today we're gonna talk about some of my favorite zombie movies. The dead come to life. So for number 10, we have 28 Weeks Later. And I love this movie because it starts off already with some action and some gory situations. And the reason I love this movie so much is because it has such a twist to it that you wouldn't expect. And yeah, I recommend it to anyone who hasn't seen it and they love zombie movies. There's also a prequel which I do have. It's 28 Days Later. It's pretty good. I do like it, but it's just the zombies are not as good as this one. All right, guys. So for number 9, we have The Return of the Living Dead, and I really like this movie because it has such a different take on zombies, and it's very 80s, which I love. And basically, this movie is about some guys that are working at some store, and one of them ends up breaking some military container which has like Nerf gas, I guess, and he basically brings back corpses. He brings them back to life. But anyways, yeah, they go through a bunch of things trying to get rid of the dead corpses, and everything, just basically everything they do, it just makes it worse. So it's a good time. So coming in at number 8, we have Zombieland, and this movie is it's a fun time. It also has pretty good zombies. I do love movies that have fast moving zombies in them. And what I really love about this movie is that the fact that they made it kind of like a how to survive a zombie apocalypse. Everyone in this movie is so funny. And I know it's not a serious zombie movie, it's kind of like a comedy, but it's really well done. So I really like this movie. Now for number 7, we have World War Z. Now let me tell you, when I first saw the previews of this movie, I was really skeptical. I didn't think it was gonna be good, but it's actually pretty fucking good. But if there's anything I have to tell you guys about this movie, is the fact that there's a freaking zombie wall. Freaking zombies crawling on top of each other to get over a wall. That's freaking crazy. But yeah, it's really exciting and fast paced. The zombies are super fast, which is always a good thing, and yeah, I love it. Now for number 6, I have another comedy horror type of movie, and that is Shaun of the Dead. I really love this movie. It's so funny. They really managed to make it a comedy slash romantic horror film. They did that really well, and the zombies are actually pretty good. I'm gonna say they're actually better than most zombie movies out there. They actually got the zombies on point. So yeah, Shaun of the Dead is one of my all-time favorite movies. So for number 5, I have Land of the Dead, and this movie is pretty crazy. The zombies are kind of smart, and they learn how to use guns and weapons, and they actually figure out how to, I guess, walk underwater and cross rivers and lakes and stuff like that. So yeah, I know you guys saw this other one, and that comes in at number 4, and is Dawn of the Dead, the remake. I really like the remake, and I also like the original, but I think the remake is just terrifying. Like this was the first, not the first, but it was the first zombie movie where I saw really fast-paced zombies, and that really terrified me. I remember watching this with my brother, and we couldn't sleep at night at all. Like, we were scared for like a week straight when we were little. But yeah, Dawn of the Dead, number 4. So for number 3, I have a movie that not a lot of people have seen. I don't know why. It's a really good zombie movie. Someone recommended it to me, and I was kind of skeptical at first too, because it just sounds ridiculous. And that is One of the Dead. I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard about this movie, I thought it was really cheesy. But I actually watched it and it turned out pretty good. You're probably thinking it's a copy of Shaun of the Dead, but I actually like it above Shaun of the Dead. It's so hilarious, and as you can tell, um, it's based in Cuba. So yeah, if you guys haven't watched One of the Dead, you have to. It's so hilarious and it's pretty gory. And the things that they have to run into, it's hilarious. It's a good time. It's really good. So for the second spot, I have George Romero's Diary of the Dead, and let me tell you, this movie is terrifying. It's about some college kids that they're out in the woods making a film for their class. So while they're out there filming scary movies, there's a zombie outbreak, and one of the guys decides to um, document everything that's going on that night. A lot of people seem to not like this movie because it's not a big Hollywood type of, you know, movie, but it's really good. So if you haven't seen it, I recommend you watch it. It's one of my favorites. Now for the number one spot, I know some of you are gonna give me crap for this because I have a lot of other zombie movies that I could choose. And I know this is not a movie, but it's one of my favorite zombie things that are out there. And that is The Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead. Even though it starts off kind of slow, like the first, I would say, first 2 seasons, they're kind of slow and they're just kind of introducing the characters to you. But let me tell you, this show got me so addicted that I just couldn't wait for the new episodes to come out. You get so into the characters that, you know, if something happens to one of your favorite characters, it destroys you. But oh man, this is kind of like Game of Thrones, where you can't just stick to one character because they're all dying left and right. My number one spot. Now I know some of you are gonna be commenting down below that oh, this movie sucks, blah blah blah. How could you like that one? Why not the original? But these are just my preferences. They're my opinions, and they're just the movies that I enjoy the most. So if you have any zombie movies or shows that you think I haven't seen, you can leave it down in the comments, and I will check them out if I haven't seen them. And let me know what's your favorite zombie movie. I hope you enjoyed this video and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.